Hi everyone, my name is Lucy May, but you can call me Lou if that's what you want to do, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I got this peach and blue makeup look. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. Hey, so jumping right into the video, we're going to start with the eyes. So first I'm going to use my Louise eyeshadow base in the shade Rumour 2, and I'm going to apply this to my lids, and I'm going to carve out my brow with this. On to eyeshadow. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I'm going to be taking that peach shade Still Shot, and I'm going to start applying that in the crease with this brush. And as usual, I'm going to build it up to the intensity that I want. Next, I'm going to go into this Colourpop Dream Street palette in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and I'm going to take that reddish shade called Spark and apply that in the crease with another fluffy brush. So the purpose of this shade is just to give us a little depth in the crease because the peach shade is still very light. So now we're going to go back into the Urban Decay palette, and we're going to be working with Still Shot for a little while. So right now I'm just going to take that shade and blend out my outer crease, and then after I blend out the outer crease, I'm going to apply that as my lid shade, but I'm not going to build it up as much. I don't want my lid shade to be bare. I just want a little bit of color there. And these are the eyes so far. On to mascara. This is the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara, and I'm going to apply this to my lashes before I apply my falsies. And I'm also going to use the Duo Lash Glue with the pink writing. And for lashes today, I'm going to be applying the iEnvy by Kiss lashes, their 3D collection in style 102. And I'm just going to apply my lashes. These are the eyes so far. I'm going to come back and do the blue under the eyes and all that a little later. So now we're going to move on to the face, but before I move on to the face, we're going to do brows. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do my brows. I don't know what's wrong with me, but we're going to go to brows now before we go to the face. For brows, I'm going to be using, oh, I didn't even show it. I didn't put what it was. Lord. Okay. All it is the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Java. It's the same as my last video, if you saw my last video. But if you haven't, I'm going to put it in the card for you to go look at. So go look at that and then come back and watch this video. It's the exact same thing. So all I'm going to do is, as you see, I'm going to brush them up, fill them in. I mean, brush them up, carve them out, fill them in. That's it. We did the brows, so now onto the face. For primer, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face, and I'm going to rub it in and then pat it into the skin. As you can see, I already added my corrector, which was the LA Girl Pro Conceal times Orange Corrector. Clearly my memory is shot because I was supposed to record that just like in my last video, but I didn't. I'm so sorry. All I did was put it in my inner corners and blend it out a little bit. For foundation, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl TruBlend Matte Made Foundation, and I am in T60 Warm Sun. I don't know what it is. This foundation is everything. I don't know if it's because I've been using the beauty blender or if it's just the foundation, but it's like every time it just gives what it's supposed to give. Every time. I'm using it in this video, used it in my last video, used it on my post on Instagram. It's just giving the girls what it needs to give, okay? So I'm just going to dot this on my face and use my e.l.f. sponge to blend it out. Do want to put a little bit of this under the eyes, but as you see me, you want to just tap this. You don't want to swipe it because you don't want the color from the corrector to transfer into the foundation. So just tap, don't swipe. Moving on to concealer, this is the CoverGirl TruBlend Undercover Concealer in T300 Warm Honey. I'm going to apply this under my eyes and on the bridge of my nose and on my forehead. Now, this concealer does dry down pretty fast, so you have to move quickly. I would recommend doing it in sections, or if you get to the point where it's dried down, I would apply some setting spray to your brush or to your beauty blender and blend it out that way, because if you don't, it's going to stay there and it's not going to move. It's going to be very hard for you to blend the product out. So just remember, this does dry down pretty quickly. To set, I'll be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in shade 20 Light Medium with this Real Technique sponge. Now this sponge you can use wet or dry, but it's for powder specifically, and it's really good. I used it wet before and I didn't really like it, but once I used it dry, it was really good and it set really nicely. This would be perfect for you if you like to bake. I'll leave a list of all the things I use in the description bar below. Now I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and dust off all that excess powder. Look at my face. That sponge with that powder, chef's kiss. Okay, so on to cream contour. I'm going to take the BH Studio Pro Cream Contour Palette and I'm going to use that shade. And I'm just going to contour the sides of my cheekbones, on the perimeter of my forehead, my jawline, and my nose. To set that contour, I'm going to take the LA Colors I Love Makeup Contour Palette, and I'm going to be taking that shade, and I'm just going to set that cream contour that we just applied. On to bronzer. This is the Black Radiance Pressed Powder in the shade Bronze Glow, and I'm just going to apply this everywhere we contour. Moving right along onto blush. This is the BH Cosmetics Glamorous Blush 10 Color Blush Palette. Jeez. And oh, why would that fall out like that? This embarrassed me on camera, but that's the shade that I'm going to use. It's that color that just fell out. Okay, change of plan. So I'm going to switch the color that I used because that color was shimmery and I'm already going to apply a highlight, and I wanted something more matte, so I'm just going to go with that other shade. Now we're going to go back and finish the under eyes, and then we're going to move on to the lips. Okay, cool. For the under eyes, I'll be taking this eyeliner pencil from Styli-Style, I think that's what it's called, and the shade is in Marine, and I'm going to line my under eyes with this first. I'm just going to use this as a base before I add the blue shadow. This is what it looks like just with the liner, which is fine. You can keep it like this, but I'm going to add the shadow just to intensify it. So for shadow, I'm going to use the LA Girl Wanderlust palette, and I'm going to use that teal blue shade. And these are the eyes finished. For lips, I'm going to start off with lip liner. This is the LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner in Non-Stop Nude. I'm going to line my lips with that. Then I'm going to apply the Sephora Lip Stories lipstick in Brunch Date number 1. After the lipstick, I'm going to apply gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in 007 Amber. To finish off the face, I'm just going to apply a little bit of highlighter. So for highlighter, I'm going to use the Ofra Cosmetics and collab with Nikki Tutorials highlight in the shade Everglow, and I'm going to use that champagne color. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on the highest points of my face. So on the bridge of my nose, my cheekbones, and my cupid's bow, and I'm going to apply a little bit as a brow highlight as well. We are at the finish line. So for setting spray, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1 primer water, and mine is in the scent Coconut. And I'm going to spray this all over my face and then fan it. I'm going to go change and I'll be right back. This is the final look. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And see what I'm saying about the foundation? This foundation looks so good and it matches me perfectly. It's giving what foundation. I woke up like this. I will have a list of everything I use in the description bar, and while you're down there, please subscribe, comment, and like this video, and I will see you in my next one.